originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Kajun Roots, Johnny understands. Johnny understands. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. I say, I say, I say. Who says I say, I say? Johnny says I say, I say. When everyone says no, Johnny say yes. Special man.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana.
I got my coffee, I got my dollars, and I'm looking for deals. Am I at the right place?
I say, here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it.
Bless you, my child. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sister Mary Agnes. You may have heard about me from my friend Cajun Roots Reseller, Johnny. I met Johnny many years ago when he was purchasing furniture from Frankie and Johnny's in Louisiana. They were not going to give him credit, and I vouched for him. I said, let him have it with no problem. He's got the dollars. See the special man.
Let him have it with no
You
problem.
got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man.
Hello, I'm Johnny's Dough Girl. I'm here to say subscribe, hit the bell, not my belly button, and share out his shows. Always give him a thumbs up. You can even become a member. Buy him a coffee and follow his other channels like the cooking shows, my favorites, his fur babies, and more. Leave a comment, and when you watch a video, you're showing him your support.
Hi, I was looking for some jewelry. I'm going to be getting married soon. No, I don't have any credit.
Well, here at Cajun Roots Reseller, if you own a fixed income, even if it's on a sale, in the Cajun Roots Reseller eBay store, guess what? Send an offer. We'll let you have it with no problem.
Johnny has many auctions, chat shows, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and all are welcome. But there's no drama or negativity tolerated on any of his channels. Now go, child, with my blessings. Watch Cajun Roots Reseller. Love always. Be kind to one another, and have a blessed day.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Kajun Roots, Johnny understands. Johnny understands. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man.
Hello, good morning, and welcome on this TGIF. And how's everybody doing today? Hello, good morning, and welcome to you all. I saw y'all been chatting up in the chat. I like that. First in the chat today was Baby Girl. Hello, good morning, and welcome. Then Carol follows right on in. And then, of course, the two together, that's Carol and Regina. And look, Regina, I actually got to see that photo that y'all been sharing about on the beach. Lord Jesus, child. I ain't saying no more about it. That's all I gotta say, Lord Jesus. Hello, good morning, and welcome, Regina. How are you doing? Good to see you. I didn't know you didn't drink coffee, Carol. Or you need to, but after that picture. I understand that, girlfriend. I saw that picture. Lord have mercy. Only in my younger years I might have looked like that. Lord have mercy, child. Little Debbie, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? And Angela, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Got to catch a little bit of your show last night. It was awesome. First time I saw your guest last night. Make sure I was following her. Let's see. Everybody's chit-chatting back and forth. Dancing away with the music. I like that. No dancing for me today. I got to take it easy. Well, I hope you're feeling okay, Carol. Yeah, don't be doing all that wild stuff while you're trying to get your stenting all done next week. Lord Jesus, girl. We don't need you to be doing all that stuff before your surgery. It's me, Angie. Hello, good morning, and welcome. It was great to catch y'all live last night as well. But, after a while, I got to go to bed, and I did. So I got a chance to say hello and be in there a few minutes. Great show what I saw already at the beginning, by the way. Misty, hello, good morning, and welcome. And from Las Vegas, hello, good morning, and welcome back. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Let's see. Week today, I will be going into. Yep, that's next Friday, y'all. Keep her in your thoughts and prayers. She's going to do that procedure next Friday. And Jessica, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Angela, everybody's talking back and forth. Keeping up with the chat. Yama, yeah, I would say that too. Yep. I plead the fifth on the grounds that might incriminate me. Jennifer, hello, good morning, and welcome, and congratulations. The baby is here. I did drop the link a little earlier if y'all want to check it out. Jennifer had a picture posted with her and the baby. Beautiful baby. Congratulations, Jennifer. I know y'all been waiting. And Miss Denise, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. That's right. Congratulations. She's already in here dropping links, y'all. Not feeling well today. I think we will need to postpone today's meeting. I understand, baby girl. When you get better after your surgery, we can always plan again, girl. That is no problem. I understand that. So yeah, we'll do that after you get better and after your surgery and you're feeling better. We'll do that. Reconvene at a later date. Yes. Josie's Fundy tonight at 5. You're welcome, Jennifer. I know y'all been waiting and waiting and waiting. It was a beautiful wait, though. Congratulations. That's right. Yeah, is the mom doing okay? Your daughter's doing okay? That's a good question. Hope everything went well. A beautiful baby. Also, don't forget to stay to the end. I do have something I want to go over with a little step-by-step on something I want to share with y'all. There's a few people that don't know how to actually get a link for an item that's sold. I will be showing something a little different on the first 2 items that I'm going to be bringing, actually 3. They sent me screenshots. I could not go to their website and find the items because they couldn't find the links. So there's going to be a little different this morning for the beginning of the first few that I show. Patrick, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? And thank y'all for making those comments on the video that came out yesterday about the breaking news about Poshmark. If you haven't checked it out, it came out yesterday at 2 o'clock. Yeah, you can't strain that heart, no. That's what I told her. I understand. Yeah, health comes first. You got to put your health first. Let's see. This weekend, tonight, I got to go pick up Robert. Also, today, I got a phone call from where I have my second antique booth. And I get to start moving in my new booth. It was supposed to be November 1st. He called me in yesterday. You can start bringing your stuff in now. It is ready for you. So today I'll be moving in shelving and things like that. And then this weekend I got to go in and bring items to fill it because I don't know what the booth number is yet. Mama's doing okay. Very sore, but so far no complications. Awesome. Great news, Jennifer. Yeah, that'll do it, Carol. Be careful, girl. Don't look at that picture too long. And Robin, Virginia, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing, Virginia? Good to see you. Welcome. So, Glenn, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Again, I got to go pick up Robert at the airport tonight, so that's at 8:45. He lands arrival. So it means I got to be in the car. The cell phone lot. I just don't like going into Boston. I don't miss the city life. Do not overdo yourself. Yes, that is right. I've been telling her that. Health comes first. Angie, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, that is Jennifer. It sure is. But that's okay. I'll be taking a nap this afternoon after I get my stuff moved into my new booth. I'm actually closing one of my booths down because they keep going up on the rent. And so what I'm doing is I still have one booth left for the first place, the Oh My Gosh Antiques and Collectibles in Sterling, Louisiana, Massachusetts. So what I'm going to do is I'm closing down one of the booths, and I gave him a notice. I got to be out of there by the 15th because I did say, look, no more. I got to close that one down. So what I'm doing is I'm taking all the shelving and stuff that I have in that unit, and I'm breaking it down slowly. I was putting it in my garage. So what I'm doing now is today I can go over there, break those shelves down, and I can start setting it up in my new booth. And then I have over here in the basement, I had a clothes rack organizer. I took it down already because I'm going to take and put that up over there so I can start using the clothing and stuff I want to start selling and put those in my booth. I just got to make sure I get the right booth number so I can get those marked too as well. So yeah, that's what I got. My plans are for the weekend, trying to get all that done and get it moved in and get it ready so I can start taking pictures of my new booth. Yeah, and share the news. And of course, I did shave up. I did go get my beard trimmed and all that yesterday. The guy who used to do Robert and I's hair and beard stopped working at the place he was working at. Kind of found out he was an employee there, and he kept up in touch with the manager and it was Supercuts. When they say they shut the business down, now he owns the building. Now he owns the business, and he's got it renamed. So I had to go support him yesterday. And sure enough, he just opened up Wednesday. So I'll be posting that on Facebook with the pictures and the information about that. He is on Facebook. Marlene, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. And Cheryl, hello, good morning, and welcome. Good to see you, Johnny. Anna, I'm crazy, needs help. She did a GoFundMe because she is in a wheelchair. She had her foot amputated. It's okay. I put the link in. She needs a ramp. Okay. Sorry to hear that. I haven't seen her in a while. Johnny, Unique by the Creek. Terry sent me her cherry. Not this Wednesday, but the Wednesday before last. If y'all have not watched the Hump Day auction, child, if y'all need a laugh, y'all need to go watch last Wednesday's, not this Wednesday, but the Wednesday before, the first Wednesday of the month. Y'all got to go watch it, child. We laughed so hard, my face cheeks hurt so bad. And now you open it and she sent you the cherries. That is funny. That'll make for a good video. That's for sure. Y'all got to go watch it. It was hilarious. We had a good time. 7 Stacks, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Beard is looking. Well, thank you. I had to put a little beard oil in it. He did I told him not to cut it too short, but he still did anyway. I don't like that, but it's going to go back. It won't take long. But thank you. Yeah, a lot of oil and a beard balm and beard gel and all that stuff goes in my beard. That's right, feed cherries. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready and get into the program that we do every Friday. And y'all know that we do this every Friday. And guess what? It is that time for us to get started with...
It's time for everybody's favorite segment where we ask,
would you buy it or would you leave it?
The game show that asks, when you're out and about sourcing, would you buy it for resale? How much you would pay for it? Or would you leave it? And now the host of Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It, Johnny Cajun Roots Reseller.
That's right. When I have the first item coming up was something that Randy Moon Valley Crafts had sent this in to me a couple of weeks ago. She had issues trying to get it and so I can see it. So we finally figured it out. I'm gonna do it this way. At the end of the show, though, at the end of the ones I show you today, I will have a quick little step-by-step on something I'm going to share with y'all. So stay to the end of the show for this. All right, so this first item was sent in by Randy. It is a tennis bracelet that she received as a gift from her mother back in 1990 for Christmas. She got this as a gift from her mother from 1990 as a gift. It is a 10-carat real diamond bar tennis bracelet. And I'm going to show you the second picture because I got to be careful how I show these. And there's the second view of that same bracelet. Would you buy this or would you leave it? And if you were to buy it, would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Let's see what the chat is saying. Let's see here. All right, right here. Well, thank you, Angela. Let's see here. Deborah says $3 into 69. And I gave it away of how she got it. So free into 69. Michael, hello, good morning and welcome. And I did reply to your comment this morning on Instagram. I was kind of checking all that out this morning. I got a lot of emails and messages I had to take care of this morning. And all comments that y'all made on the videos. Thank y'all so much. And Jeffrey, hello, good morning and welcome. I might try to do a live video tonight on my cell phone. Awesome. Did you get your new phone already? Sexy smart. Michael, yep. Buy it and keep it. Little Debbie says I'd get that for free and turn it into $250. Angela says free and turn it into $120. See, I gave it away. I shouldn't have said that, huh? Carol says for free and turn it into $125. Regina says the most I pay is $10 and I'll turn it into $120. Now remember, y'all, this is 10-carat gold and real diamonds. Just to remind y'all, it is a real 10-carat gold. And hello, Crystal. Hello, good morning and welcome. And I did reply to your email. Thank you very much. And it is a 10-carat gold and real diamonds. Just to clarify what it is. Would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for. There's the other picture. And this was from also, like I said, Randy. Still I would only pay $10. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Regina. Yes, it's an iPhone 16 Plus. Wow. That ought to be some good videos on that phone, huh? That's an upgraded one. That's pretty good. All right, so as you already know, I made it, yes, and it's the first one this morning. Yep. So again, she did get this for free as a gift from her mother for Christmas. And yes, it is a 10-carat gold with real diamond tennis bracelet. And again, it was for free. And she sold it on Etsy. So let me start deleting these pictures. There's the second picture. She sold this for $495. Enlarge that so you can see that a little better. $495. Yep. Congratulations. Now let me take this off for a minute so I can make sure I'm not showing the next one because these are a different way I'm showing these. So let me take these and delete those. Get these next ones up. Where's the others? Okay. So the next one. All right. I just got to bring the right ones up. All right. The next one is also something that we could not get a link for. And so we're going to share it this way. Let me enlarge this. This is a vintage Congress double deck playing cards. So it's a set of 2 playing cards. That's all the information I have on it. Would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for. And I only have that one picture. Actually, the next two only have this one and that one only have one picture. All right, let's see what the chat is saying here. Yeah, Randy, you made it just in time. And don't forget to stay to the end. I will show y'all a walkthrough on how to do something as a how-to portion of this video. That was a good sale. Yes. That is awesome. All right, Ms. Denise says, I'd pick this up for $1 and sell it for 15. Go get you some coffee, girl. It's a 2 deck of playing cards. That's the only picture that I got. I'm sorry. And this was evidently sold on Whatnot. And that's why at the end of the show, after I show everything, I'm going to show y'all how to get the links. I'm going to walk you through on how to get links no matter what platform you sell on. Because what I'm going to show you can be for any platform. I cannot see the picture, so I'm going to pass, little Debbie says. Regina says $1 and turn it into 30. Miss D says turn it from $3 and turn it. He says buy it for 3. I can't even talk. Oh, Jesus. Buy it for 3 and sell it for 20. Wow, that was kind of hard. Angela says, I'd pick this up for $1 and sell it for 22. And Chuck, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? And thank you for the comment on my video that came out yesterday. If y'all missed it, I did put out a video yesterday about the breaking news about the changes happening for Poshmark with shipping. Yeah, I sure did. Cheesy toast time. It was sold from the shop, their actual shop, not a live show. Yeah, this was sold in the shop, and this was by Al. She said that it was sold in her shop, not on a live auction on Whatnot. Yeah. So thank you for asking that, Jennifer. I forgot to say that. It was on Whatnot, but it was for it out of her shop. Because I just found out recently that you can still don't have to do Whatnot shows and still have your platform, your store. They call it a shop. Yeah, evidently, I need to start listing back on Whatnot too, because I had a shop filled with stuff. I just stopped doing it when I stopped doing live shows. Yeah, I got you, Jennifer. Smoky cheddar. I just learned that you can list things on Whatnot. I wondered how well it works. Yep, and I got two. This sale and the next one happen to be on their Whatnot shop. That we're going to share. So, yeah. Jennifer said, let's see, wait, Jessica, where are you talking? Let's see, let's find Jessica. Wait, you're not required to do a live on. Yeah, you can do lives, but you can also have a shop. So, yeah, you can still do your shop without having to do lives. Jessica says, I pay $1 and give it to Taller Girl. Got the coffee, getting caffeinated, huh? I've been working so much, I only had 2 of these this morning. That's my second one. I've been crazy. I got pulled orders. I was able to. Next Friday, you'll see one of the first quotes I finally sold on the platforms. I was all excited this morning. So that's going to be for next Friday. And of course, Robert says, well, what was it? How much you pay? How much you sold it for? I can't tell you that because you'll be here next Friday. He thinks he's slick. Sells on Whatnot and also has a shop. Yep. And this was actually on Al's channel. Al that comes in here. This was sent in by her, and I have the next one also by her, and they both sold in her shop. Yes, you can. Yes. If you have a Whatnot account, you do have a shop automatically. And it goes just like a live show. If you sell it just like Poshmark, if you do a live on Poshmark, you can also list on Poshmark. Anything that sells goes directly through the platform. You just get your label and play it, pack it, ship it. Yep. I like that. Thursday is my late night. Yeah, I believe it too. All right, Al sent this in. Let me get to her email. All right, let's see. She bought this for $1. And she sold it in her Posh closet. In her Whatnot shop. And she sold it for $12. Evidently, it was, I'm not sure. I don't know the whole detail if it was new and sealed. I don't know any of that. But, yep, sold for $12. All right, the next item up to show is the same series, except this one is called the Vintage Hallmark Butterflies Playing Cards Double Deck. 2 decks. if I can enlarge this a little bit. And I can't click the pictures. I only can click what she sent me. But these have the butterfly themes on the deck of cards, and there's 2 decks of cards in this package. It is pre-owned and excellent condition. Same thing here. Would you buy it or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? And yes, this sold on her Whatnot shop. Sold in her Whatnot shop. Would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Ms. Denise says, pick it up for $1 and sell it for $15. Ellen, hello, good morning and welcome, and thank you for being here. Chuck says, pick it up for $1 and sell it for $19. And she put it in the category of ephemera and postcards. Let's see. Regina says, I picked this up for 50 cents and sell it for $15. Yeah, 15. 50 cents. I like that. Anyone else would like to take a guess? I think I got too much gel in my beard today. All right, I'm not seeing any other guests. She also picked this one up for $1. And again, sold it on her Whatnot shop. And she sold it for also $12. There she is. Hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. I am doing yours a little different than I usually do because we didn't have a link, but we just finished your last one. And stay to the end, everybody, because I will show you how to do links when it comes to sending links into me, and I'm going to walk you through how to do that in just a few minutes after we go through all the rest of those. And then what I'll do is I'll show you how, as an example, and the way I'm going to show you is you can do it on any platform, no matter where you sell it, no matter what. All right, so let me stop sharing my screen for a minute. I got to start deleting these. These were all shared pictures. Get these off the screen. 2, 3, and 4. All right, now we're done. All right, now back to the other ones. Let me make sure all these are ready. They didn't ship over to the price. I have to open the pictures for them. Now, the first few I'm going to show you. Remember last week, I was on vacation. The items I'm going to show you, the first 3 sold while my store was on vacation. I was out of town. All right, let me bring my screen back up. So the first 3 items I'm going to show you. I just realized what I didn't do here, like that. There we go. All right, so this is the Toy Story 4 Disney Pixar, and it's called the Flickstream, and this is Bo Peep. Her arms, her legs, and all are stretchable. I don't know if y'all remember these back in the day. Let's see, it's a 4-inch bendable figurine, Bo Peep, Toy Story 4. Her arms and her legs move. New sealed. It's in a series of 4 in the series. There's the collection set. Oh, wait. And this was from 2019. Would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it might have sold for? All right, Little Debbie says, pick it up for $1.48 and sell it for $16. There's a Toy Story 4. Yes. Chuck, where you been? Carol says, pick this up for 50 cents and sell it for $5. Regina says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for $15. Jennifer says, pick this up for $1.49 and sell it for $16.01. Chuck says, I'd pick this up for $2 and sell it for $13. And Misty said, I would have left it. Okay. Cheryl says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for $18. Jennifer says, I would have left it at 2, to be honest. Hey, that's nothing wrong with that. Brace yourself, Chuck. They are working. Toy Story 5. Yes, that's true. That is true. So, Chuck, brace yourself, dude. Miss Denise says, pick it up for 50 cents and sell it for 22. Angela says, I would pass. Angie says, I'd pick this up for $1 and sell it for 15. Right, Chuck? All right, so as y'all know, I do a variety of buying, different ways of buying. This particular one I bought in a bulk buy from someone off of Facebook. And this gentleman that I bought all this from, his brother passed away and he inherited all of his brother's stuff. And in the rooms, and I say rooms because it was multiple rooms, it was like a museum that he had, just like you would walk into a store. It was all on hooks, organized on the walls in cases. So this one I picked up from this bulk buy. My cost was $4.65. And I sold it for, my cost on this one was $4.65. It was a bulk buy off of Facebook. I bought a lot of stuff too. And I did sell it for $15.89. I actually sold this on Bonanza, but when I went to pull the listing up, it did not have the pictures anymore. Why, I don't know. So it actually sold on Bonanza, but I had to pull up my eBay listing so I can show you the pictures. That sold while I was on vacation, while my store was on vacation mode. All right, this next item is a TMC Fossil Casual Round Silver-Faced Watch with mesh band, new in box. New in box. Would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Well, believe it or not, it's like bread and butter, Chuck. It don't have to be for a lot. I still doubled, if not more, doubled than my money. So you can see I bought it for $5 and sold it for 15. So guess what? I tripled my money. So yeah. But that's what helps you get things in your store like they call it the bread and butter or mayonnaise and bread, whatever you want to call it. Mark and Mike, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are y'all doing? And Angela says, I'd pick this up for $8 and sell it for $125. Regina says, I'd pick this up for $5 and sell it for $60. Angie says, I would pass. Miss Denise says, pick it up for $10 and sell it for $45. Misty says, pick it up for $5 and he would sell it for $55. I like that. Crystal says, right? Let's see. Crystal says, I'd pick this up for $5 and sell it for $20. Every time you say Bonanza, I think of, yeah, right? I didn't mean to. No, Chuck, I'm just saying, you got to think about it. Even the little things on your eBay stores help you get other sales. So don't pass on things like that. I look at it this way. If I can at least double my money from what I paid for it, I'm good. I'm good. Because that also helps with the bigger things that I sell. So yeah, that's okay. None taken. Pass on the watch. Okay, pass on the watch. There's nothing wrong with that. And again, remember, there's no right or wrong answers. We just here to have fun on Fridays before you go out sourcing, to give yourself some items to think about before you go out sourcing. Would you buy it or would you leave it, kind of thing, you know? With this one, someone sent me a package. I had purchased a lot of watches from this person, and they included this one for free. So my cost was $0. Yeah. And I sold it for $27.41. Took an offer. I still let them have it with no problem. You know me. Double, that is double. Yeah, that's true, Al. Yes. That is correct. I prefer to do it before they take their fees. That's why I like to at least double my money, and whatever's over can cover the fees. Yeah. As long as I double my money, I'm happy with that. But there's a lot of times I do more than just double my money. But not everything's going to happen that way. I'm good with that. Now that's meaty. Right, Chuck? All right, again, that item did sell while I was on vacation on my vacation mode on my eBay store, including this next one. This one, the gentleman sent me a message saying I need to cancel the order because I will be in Boston and I need it before I need to have it, and they lived in California. So I emailed them back and I said, look, I am out of town. I will be back on this Sunday. It'll be mailed out first thing Monday morning. Would that be okay? He said, sure. It'll be here on time then. So what I did was he went on ahead, and if somebody tries to cancel an item, you can hold off until you mail it, because guess what happened? It took away the canceling the order once I shipped it. So that worked out pretty good. This is a 2018 Gold Program 5950 fitted hat cap of the World Series Boston Red Sox NLB 19. There's an 8 1/4 inch. It is a pre-fitted hat. There is the World Series from 2018. The embroidery piece is still new, official, never been worn, new era. And it's still, I left a price tag on it. I usually never do that, but in this case I did. I'm glad I did. Yeah. And it does have the original authenticated label here, which is interesting because this is sewed into the hat. They actually sewed it onto the hat. The official logo. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? A sale is a sale. That's right. Chuck says pick this up for $2.30 and sell it for $27. Regina says pick it up for $1 and turn it into $20. Little Debbie says I'd pick it up for $3 and sell it for $33. And this one I did take an offer. No, actually I sent an offer and they accepted. So I let them have it with no problem. Andrew says pick this up for $2 and sell it for $25. I think I have one left of this one, because I had a good bit of these. Angela says pick this up for $3 and sell it for $15. I got a good bit of hats. I have a special crate that I put them in. What in the world is that? What is a sticker? How did I get a sticker on my nail? Yes, indeed. I must have taken a sticker off of something that stuck to my finger. Carol says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $30. That aggravates me. I just got my nails done too. Any other guess? Would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? All right. Cheryl says she would pick this up for, where is that? There it is. $4 and turn it into $36. Now this hat, I bought several of these on sale, and you know me and my clearance. I picked this up on a retail arbitrage at Marshall's on clearance for $2. Picked them up for $2 on clearance at Marshall's. And I sold this one to an offer to a watch. I sent an offer to a watcher. And actually, you can see the tag on top of the head right here. I left the tag on it. I sold it for $39.07, and I already have 5 sold and only have 1 left. Yep. I only paid $2 for it. All right. I know, Miss Denise, you're going to like this next one because you have one of these. You ready? This next item is a doggy-doo, a corgi. It's a game. It is feed and walk your little puppy. When it makes a mess, you clean it up. It's a learning tool for children who want to learn how to take care of a dog. Evidently, it passes gas too. It's a fun little game for kids. Ages, you can play it up to 4 players. It's a little corgi. It is new sealed. Wait, what was that picture of? What's that noise? Your dog went do. Oh, okay. It makes a noise while it does it. Okay. Ah. And it contains a doggy, a bone pump, 4 shovels, 2 bags for dog food, 1 dye, 1 sticker, 1 plunger, and complete instructions. Wow. Would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? The value is having that tag on the attachment for the hat. Yep. I didn't know Marshall's discounted that much. Oh, yes. Especially when they have a lot of inventory, I always go to that clearance section. Always. Yeah. My neighbor needs this toy. Misty says, pick this up for 2, and he said I'd sell it for 10. Andrew says, pick it up for 5 and sell it for 25. Chuck says, pick this up for $4 and sell it for 23. Denise says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for 26. I gotta wait to see how many I got left. I think I have 2 left of these. I bought a lot of them. I love doing clearance or sales at any location, actually. I love retail arbitrage. Al says, pick this up for $4 and turn it into 25. Regina says, pick this up for 5 and sell it for 25. Cheryl's coming in at $4 and turn it into 29. All right, this one I picked up at Walmart. As you know, our little Wally world. Don't forget, as it gets closer to Black Friday, Walmart started this 2 years ago, where the month of November and the beginning of December, they started doing special Black Friday weekly sales. This one was picked up during the week, not on Black Friday itself, but a Black Friday sale they do during the week, where they only do certain things during the week, each day of the week. And of course, you have to be there early in the morning to get them because they only last for that. Once they're gone, they're gone. With this one, I picked up at Wally World on the Black Friday special weekly sale for $8. And it sold for, this one I did take an offer. And I took that offer was for $28.25. And yes, I have 2 left. I had 5 and I did take one off because somebody bought it as a personal buy. So I took one off the list. Yeah. Denise says, I have mine on a shelf left in the box. Yeah. Pretty cool, right? All right, this next item. Actually, I'm going to leave this one over here. Over there. I'll just slide it over. Oh, shoot. Did I slide the wrong thing over? No, I got it. Okay. This next item is a 500-piece puzzle. It is Cat in Autumn Tree, Kitten in Fall Leaves is the title. It is new sealed by Gallery. 500-piece puzzle. Would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it might have sold for? That's one thing about me. I do not sit there and count all puzzle pieces, so I don't deal with anything unless it's sealed when it comes to puzzles. Yes, it does. He said I'd leave it. Chuck. I have been selling on my first platform I started on was before the pandemic, believe it or not. Yes, I started selling before the pandemic and then all the way through. This last June, I moved here to Massachusetts 6 years ago. And so July the 24th is when I first started my first listing and selling on eBay. And that was in 2019. And then when the pandemic happened, it just flew from there. But yes, I was selling before. I started in 2019. July the 24th is when I started on my selling adventure. Ms. Denise says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for $18. Cheryl says, I'd pick this up for $1 and sell it for $18. Angie says, I'd pick this up for $3 and sell it for $15. Actually, I sell puzzles all year round. But yes, they were a big hit during the pandemic. Yes, it was. I'd pick this up for $3 and sell it to 20 if the puzzle sold during COVID, 3 to 15. No, this just sold. This is all recent. This is like this week. Misty, all the stuff I show is from this week from me. These are my sales. This is from since last Friday. Yeah, so this is new. This is since last Friday. This is not, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah, it's not during COVID. So $3, pick it up for $3 and sell it for $15. Regina says, I would leave it. Good morning, Mia. Y'all keep Mia in your thoughts and prayers as she is under the weather. Please keep her in your thoughts and prayers. Good morning, Mia. I did some phone calls yesterday. You know how you got that little time where you can sit there and just call people? That's what I did yesterday. And I called Mia. Called Carol. Called my dad. Just called people to say, how they doing? Yeah, I did that yesterday. Yeah. But yeah, all these items I'm showing just sold within the last week. All right, I'm not seeing any other guests come in. I picked this up at the Ollie's Bargain Outlet store. Now, it was on clearance for $4.99, but I bought this with a 30% off coupon from your total purchase. So for my cost on this puzzle came out to $3.49. And I did take an offer. Somebody sent me an offer and I let them have it with no problem. And it sold for $10. $10. I let them have it with no problem. That one I took an offer. Oh, you're welcome, Mia. Yeah, when I'm just sitting there and I was in the recliner with my children on each hip. Yeah, tell your mama I said, she darn. How she darn? Yeah, right. All right, this next item. This is a unisex genuine leather travel money belt, waist fanny pack, waist punch bun bag. This was my own personal that I used for years. It got put away on the side. I didn't touch it. I didn't wear it. I didn't use it. So it was time to list it. And when I say genuine leather, that thing was so smooth like butter. Made in India. The stitch, as long as I use this thing, that the stitching stayed together the whole 9 yards. And if you notice right here, there's some wear on it. Yeah, I used that sucker. And it lasted many years. It had multiple pockets. It's got a back pocket. It even has a pull-out mesh for a bottle. Got a key ring holder here for your keys. Your belt was adjustable. This right here is where you can put a water bottle in it. And it did have the snaps. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Somebody got the hint of what I said I had. Yep, I gave it away, right? I loved it. It worked so, and I used this a lot when I was working in the French Quarter too, when I waited tables. This came in handy when I waited tables. Yes, I used to wait tables. I was a head server. Little Debbie says free into 22. I used to teach people how to wait tables too and train them. Angie says pick this up for $3 and sell it for $20. Regina says free and turn it into $45. Chuck says $40 and I'd sell it for $91. Chuck, you were not listening, were you? I gave it away. I gave it away, give it away, get it away now. Chuck, wake up. Mia says, buy it for myself for $5. Cheryl says 0. Somebody's listening. And turn it into $18. You know, I got to mess with you, Chuck. Because I know it's early for you. Are you back to working at school again this season? I think the kids are back in school, aren't they? I literally have nightmares about being a server. I would absolutely be terrified with it. I wouldn't be able to track. Oh, trust me, I loved it. I had so many young ones under me, and I was running circles around them. I kept out my tables, helping them with their tables, the whole 9 yards. My favorite is cup in your hand and hold that tray. I loved it. Johnny, if you wore it, it's worth more than... Aw, thank you, Chuck. That was so nice of you. Yes, this was my personal. I had it for years. Waiting tables. I used it because there was one place I worked where you had to have your own bank to give out change to your orders, and then you paid your receipts at the end of a shift. So yeah, this thing came in handy. It was well worth it. You know, to run and let somebody else enjoy it. So for this one, it was my personal use. I had it for years. To me, it was free. It was my own inventory that I had personal use of it. Now, I did pick this up for free. It was like when you go to garage sales and you pick up these little sections that have free stuff. That's how I got it originally. I got it for free from a pile of free stuff at a garage sale. But I turned around and sold it for an offer to a watcher. I sent them an offer and they accepted it and sold it for $14.22. Yeah. Little Debbie. That's cute. All right. Now this next item sold on Etsy. The next three sold on Etsy. The brand is Bead Landing. It is for crafting, or it was a working watch. Someone sent me a question in reference to the measurement of the piece right here where you would put the watch on the band, and they bought it. I just went and made sure I measured it, put it in the description, and they bought it. Now, I think they might be using this for a watch replacement for a band, which is okay, or you can use it for crafting. So this is what it is. It's still new in the box. It's a watch. It does work. It still has the plastic on the dial, on the crown to stop it from, killing the battery. Originally, it is from Michaels. I just saw that. Would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? I'm napping already. Uh-oh. Girl, take your naps then. Probably leave it. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's okay. Regina says, pick this up for 11 cents and sell it for 10. Cheryl says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for 12. Somebody has an excellent memory. That's all I'm saying. Hint, hint. Excellent memory. Hint, hint. You go, Regina, with your excellent memory. Would you buy it or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you pay for it and how much you think it sold for? But I'd probably leave it. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's all good. Mia says I would leave it. Regina. And Angie says, I'd pass. That's okay. Angie says I would pass. Little Debbie says I'd pick it up for free and sell it for $5. The reason I say that Regina has, and if there's no other guest, I'm going to go ahead and tell it right now. Regina, I say Regina has an excellent memory because I bought, there's a place up here, and I'm not sure if everybody has it in their area because it's like a regional thing. It's called Ocean State Job Lot. And it's mainly a lot of, Big Lots had, where they would get a lot of stuff that was discontinued or things from other stores. Because I just noticed this came from Michael's. But what they do is at Ocean State Job Lot, every now and then they'll do these mystery boxes. And they'll wrap it up like in like a Christmas wrapping paper or birthday wrapping paper. It's wrapped in paper. And then it gives you a hint that it is what it is. And they say that you at least is going to have at least 100 pieces in the box. So what did I do? I bought the first one, brought it home, opened it up. I went back and bought them all over the place. My cost per box, per piece, came out to 11 cents. 11 cents. And what's good about this is that everything was 11 cents and I was able to have multiples of the same, which gave me a great way to list with multiple items. Yeah. You got one? Awesome. I love it because I only paid 11 cents for it. And the reason I said that somebody had good memory is because that's exactly what Regina put in the chat. But this one sold for, and I think I have one left of these. Yeah, I have one left of these, and I sold it for $7.86. Chuck, what do you think about that flip? 11 cents into $7.86 unsold on Etsy. Yeah. All right, this next item is sold on Etsy. This is an official NFL Los Angeles Chargers logo enamel flying football lapel pin, officially licensed. You have your official license here. Oh, thank you, Chuck. Al says I got an Ocean State. I didn't get the mystery box there. Yeah, I got them from I went to all of them once I found out. And then that's how I found out they do them. And you know what else is best about it? They give you, when it's the crazy cash, they give you a gift card to go back and buy some other stuff. So guess what I did? I used those gift cards and went to the other places and bought more. Yeah, I sure did. They're going to give it to me as like crazy deals. With the crazy deals, they give you a gift card to use on a further purchase, but you got to wait at least a day before you can use it anywhere, which is fine with me. I went to the other places and bought every one of them that I can find. And what was good about it, a lot of different places had different things in their box. All right, rest of the pictures. There's the pin. This one only had one of. It is new on the card. So again, would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Chuck says pick it up for $1 and sell it for $13. I'll let you know when the one. Okay, Al. Yeah, that's right. You do live up here. Duh. I love Ocean State lot. Regina says pick it up for $1 and sell it for $12. Auntie Mama, hello, good morning, and welcome, and happy TGIF to you as well. If y'all don't know yet and y'all haven't checked out Auntie Mama, she's live every morning right before this show. Very nice little chat to be in. I love watching the videos while I'm working. Playing in the background, I'm always working and lurking when I'm watching a channel. Angie says pick this up for $1 and sell it for $15. And I'm just going to give everybody a little tip on these. Don't pass these up. That's all I'm saying. I have been selling a lot of these different ones for the last month. Pretty good, too. Yeah. And wait till I tell you where I got it from and how much I paid for it. I love these. I got them in a little fish tank. It's like a fish tank of a taco box. That I have them in layers because I have so many different teams and so many different ones that I have them all organized in this little. I love it. Very easy for me to get to. All right, so would you buy this or would you leave it if you were to buy it? What would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's so far? And these are all from a company called Amigo. So would you buy it or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Anyone else? All right, I'm not seeing any other guests coming in. This I picked up on a YouTube online auction. For those that remember, Anna Bread Company, she used to do auctions, and I've been selling these periodically since I listed them. They've been listed for a little over a year, which is fine because that's more like a seasonal listing, a buy. These I picked up for 50 cents a piece, and she had a big old lot of these, and I bought the whole lot. And when I got them, I counted everything. I always divided by the amount of how many pieces are in the lot, divided by how much I paid for it, and my cost 50 cents. Y'all ready for this? Yes, I paid 50 cents for it, and it sold for full asking price of $37.86. Cha-ching, cha-ching, and I'll do it every day. I sure do, because I sell a lot of these different teams like this for really good. Yes. Yep. Actually, I'm going to leave that one for later, too. All right, the next item. Can't pass that up. No, you right about that. Cheese and macaroni, you right about that. But Chuck, wait till you hear about this next item up first. Show. This is a John Deere tractor rubber tire thermometer with a 6-inch diameter back kickstand or a stand, and it works. When I got this, I put them in different rooms to make sure the temperature worked on it. It worked fabulous. I did have to clean it up, but that's okay. Any tires on tractors, you got to clean them, right? So there's the pictures. It was a thermometer. You can also do this one by hanging it up on the wall or use it as a kickstand for a frame, just to have it stand up. This is so, you right about that one, Chuck. There's the little stand for you can put it on the wall or you can stand it up. It still had the John Deere sticker, licensed product. There's the back of it. It was made, the back is wood. All of this in the back is wood. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it? Let's see. I have a question in the chat. Carol says, pick this up for 50 cents and sell it for 25. Curious about the cents in the sales. How do those cents get calculated? Is that just from bidding? Most do not bid on penny increments. This is a buy. All my listings are buy it now. What I did was from the first 3 years, actually 4 years that I've been selling on eBay, I ended everything in 86. I actually list my items for that amount. Now, if you send a discount like a percentage off, then of course you'll get different cents on that as well. I know the reason I do the end number with different numbers and like this past year, because we're in the year 2025, I ended all my listings in 25 cents. So that way when I go to sell it, I can tell you on this show on Fridays, was it an offer? Did I send an offer? Did somebody send me an offer? By the end of the last cents, and if it ends in 25 cents, it's sold for full asking price. That's where I get the sense. I do not do auctions like that on eBay or any of the platforms, only on buy it nows all across the board. And then of course I do offer the, I do give out, I'll take offers. That's how the cents come in. All these are not any of these, none of these are auctions, by the way. I'd pick it up for $5 and I would keep it. John Deere, $6, pick it up and sell it for 56. Chuck says, pick it up for $4 and sell it for 34. Regina says, I'd pick this up for $3 and sell it for 25. Cheryl says, I'd pick this up for $5 and sell it for 60. Nice, Johnny. Interesting system. And it works with you. Yeah. And that's why like now I'm doing 25. So next year, anything I list, I'll end it in 26. Yeah. Yep. And that's why I do it to see like what year that I listed in. So I started that 2 years ago. No, I started this year. I wanted something different. Because everything was always 86 cents. Why I picked 86? I don't know. Maybe the year I graduated. I don't know. But yeah. But that's why I started changing it to the year now on the cents. That way when I see it and it's sold, and then I know if I took an offer or not. Especially it works for Friday show. Yeah. So it started this year is when I did the 25 cents. And the next year I'll do 26 cents. And I think it's more of a mindset when people see that in cents on eBay. I don't do whole prices. And then I always make an offer or let people take an offer. I'll do take offers on everything. You know me, I'm going to let them have it with no problem. I put the date in my inventory number. I like yours idea too. But for me on my SKU, I always put where I bought it and how much I paid for it is what I use my SKU for. But I've been turning the price in at the back part of the year I listed it, which helps me. All right, so this item I got for a gift box that somebody sent me as a mystery box for free. It was a care package that somebody sent me. For those who may remember, Julie Morris sent me a care package. And in that care package, everything was free. This was in that care package. So for free, I listed it And there's some things I gave away, but most of the stuff I listed. But anyway, this was for free, gifted, and I sold it for $65.86. As y'all see the cents, this was listed at last year. And by the way, this is from 1970. This thermometer was from 1970s. All right. This next item is 10-karat gold diamond cluster simulated and it's signed JTC 969. Ring size was 6 3/4. And it's sold on Poshmark. Now these, I did test the little stones, the little chips. They are registered as diamonds, but they were very small. There was a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little stones. It's a size 6 3/4. There's the band, and this is 10-karat gold. It weighed 8 grams. It made 14 ounces. When I do this kind of stuff, I always do ounces and grams on my scale, on my jewelry scale. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Thank you. It was a cute little ring. Yeah. Buy it for 10 and sell it for 45. I'd have them deferred to my wife. Robert always says he just passes it on to me because he knows I love sourcing out jewelry. Any other guess? Would you buy it or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Regina says she would pick it up for $5 and sell it for $50. You don't know anything about jewelry, just you wear it. Yeah, Regina says pick it up for $5 and sell it for $50. I don't know anything about jewelry, Chuck says. That's okay. We're here to teach you, Chuck. Yeah. Now, for those that remember Lego Man of the Midwest back in the day, I got this from Brandon. It was in a jewelry lot. Like, for example, he was just pulling out jewelry and selling it like it is, as is. Didn't test it. This is when he didn't test anything. I paid $15 for it. Bought it for $15 from Brandon. Back then he was known as the Lego Man of the Midwest. And I sold it for on Poshmark with an offer of $50. Someone sent me that offer and I let him have it with no problem. I paid $15, sold it for $50. Was that a good flip for you, Chuck? Chuck, you a trip, dude. All right, this next item also sold on Poshmark. This is a set of 4 Ralph Lauren 1978 set of 4 coffee mugs. And it was Polo Players limited edition set of 4. New in box, by the way. Here's the pictures, all 4 of those cups. There was some crazing on the cups. I did make sure to put that in my listing. Other than that, the cups were in excellent condition. There's your crazing going on right here. There was a lot of that at the bottom. There's your sticker and the Ralph Lauren. There's all 4. This one I did notice that there was a little chip. I made sure to put that in the listing and make sure I took a close-up of it. There's that close-up there. Other than that, it was in excellent condition. In its original box. So would you buy this or would you leave it if you were to buy it? What would be the most you'd pay for it? How much you think it sold for? That's a great flip. Yes, it is. Regina says I would leave it. All right. Chuck says, I would pick this up for $5 and sell it for $28. Now, mind you, this sold on Poshmark, and anytime you list anything that's breakable, you do get a warning saying that they're not going to be held responsible for anything. I love it. I turn around and I wrapped each one of these in the box, even though it had already had the original paper. I put cushions inside of it, bubble wrapped it, the whole 9 yards. So yeah, I made sure it didn't move. Mia says, pick this up for 10 and sell it for 100. Chuck says, I'd have trouble walking around from a cool cup mug. Yeah, right. I thought these were pretty cool. Anyone else would like to take a guess? And if you were to pick it up, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Little Debbie says she would pick this up for $2 and she would sell it for $28. And again, this did sell on Poshmark. Also, don't forget to stay after this. I will show you something about how to get links to share if you would like to be part of this Any Friday show to send me your items that sold during the week. I'm not seeing any other guests coming in. I picked this up at a citywide garage sale in the town I live in. And I did a bulk buy. When I go to garage sales or estate sales, I bring the large IKEA bags. I fill them up. I put it by the person who's doing the sale. And then they tell me how much they want for the whole thing. So I pay it. I don't hackle down because they give me a good price. So this one I picked up at a citywide garage sale. And I did it as a bulk buy in IKEA bags. And I say that because I bought multiples. My cost, 33 cents is what I paid for it at a citywide garage sale. And it sold with an offer to a watcher. They sent me an offer and I accepted it. I let them have it with no problem for $25. Yeah. All right. Now for the moment you've been waiting for those who are not sure how to send in links for with the would you buy it or would you leave it? Remember, if you would like to be part of the would you buy it or would you leave it, please make sure to send me the links by 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time next Friday at the latest for the morning show for next Friday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something about how to do links. No matter what platform you sell on, you would go to the item that's sold. Make sure you're on the page of the item that it's sold, the item itself, no matter what platform it's on. You're going to come right here to the search bar at the top. You're going to, and I'm going to show Etsy too. For example, with Etsy, you're going to go to your manager, your main dashboard. You're going to go over here where it says orders. You're going to click where it says complete. I will not click the complete because I do not want to show any information from anyone who bought from me. But this is how you would do it on Etsy. Go to orders, click on complete, and when you click on complete, you would go to this item right here, and this is what it would look like. Don't worry about pressing anything else. You're going to come right here into the search bar at the top, double click, and get everything you have at the top, copy and paste it, and put it in an email and send it to me. That's how you send those links on any platform, but I want to show Etsy real quick. You would go to the item again. You would go to your platform. You would go to sold, orders, complete. Once you open it, you go to the item that it shows, whatever item you're trying to show, open it, and it'll show like this. Sorry, this item is sold out. Why, no, duh, because I sold it. Then you're going to come up here, copy, make sure you copy everything into the HTTP and everything in that link, the link for it, and then that's what you send to me for the show. And then, for example, with eBay, you're going to be on the page where it's sold. Same thing here. You're going to go to the search bar, the link up here, double click it so you have everything, including the HTTP, copy, paste, put it in an email. Same thing with Poshmark. You're going to make sure you're on the item that it's sold. Item is sold out. And then do the same thing up here. Copy, paste, put it in an email. Piece of cake. No matter what platform you sell on, you got to make sure you have the item that's sold open and then go automatically to the link at the top in the HTTP link, double click it, make sure it's all highlighted, copy, and then paste it in an email. What will happen is when you show it, this is when I click that link, this is when it's going to show me like this. It's going to show me this. And then Posh, it'll show me this. So when I get that link, that's how I open it. And then of course, do your information in the email. Remember, if you want to email me anything like that for any show on the Friday show, you're going to put in the email, where did you buy it? How much you paid for it? If you know how long it took to sell. And if you took an offer, what was that offer for? And then I'll share you on the next Friday show. Every time you do it, any Friday, you can send as many as you would like. And I do share those. Everybody usually sends about 3 or 4 at the most, because then that way everybody has it. Because I do about 15, at least 15 items a week during the show. And then if you send it in to me first, I always show those who send me those emails first. And then I use my sales to fill into up to 15 per week. And that'll fill in a show. You can also do that. Hit the share button. Yes, that is a good one there too. I think it was in Etsy. I'm trying to remember where I saw it. But yes, you can do that too as well. Yep. You can also hit the share button. Either way. But I wanted to show it as easy as possible if you're not sure how to do a link. But yes, you can also click the share button. No wonder I couldn't do it. I was doing it through the listing. Yeah, you got to do it through your sold items. Go to your listing, no matter what platform you sell on. Go to what's sold and then click on it, open it in another page or another tab, and get that link. That's it. That's how easy. Yeah, it's a piece of cake. Yeah. What can we win? A day spent with me in the morning show, sharing your items, sharing with everybody else in the community, coming together as a community. Chuck, that's what you win. Time with me and everyone in the chat. And bragging rights. That's right. And believe it or not, it's amazing. And the reason I do this on Fridays, remember this. If everybody, what day does everybody usually go outsourcing? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? Or garage sales, estate sales, or anything like that. And this kind of helps you during the weekend when you're going outsourcing. Like, oh, I saw that on Johnny's show. So-and-so sold it for and bought it for this much. Let me see how much I can get it for. Maybe I might sell it for that much as well. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less. But again, weigh the price of what you would buy it for and how much you would sell it for. That's what we do this on Fridays. So with that being said, thank y'all so much for always coming out and showing your love and support to the channel, because we do this every Friday, which I enjoy doing. It's been something I've been doing for quite a while, and it is something that is fun to do. That is so awesome. Seriously, I may send you. Yeah, send me some. Yeah. I went in listing, then sold. Yeah, that's why you got to do from your listing of what sold in your sold off your platform. And that's for everybody. That's why I want to do this today, to kind of give you an idea on several platforms on how to do it in the easiest way. And some will tell you share. You can also share it as well. Either way, you'll get the link. Yeah. That's how it works. All right, so let me go ahead and drop some links in the chat real quick. And if anybody would like to come on, I'm going to drop that link as well. And we'll start with Jennifer's channel. Also, don't forget, check out the community calendar. If you're not on there and you want to add yourself to the calendar, make sure you leave me a comment. Speaking of comments, don't forget to go back and watch any videos. Again, I had 2 videos come out this week. Tuesday was the one from the live from Dawn and Mary's studio. We visited them last week. And also, yesterday I did come out with a video, and thank y'all for those who already made your comments on the update about shipping on Poshmark. And make sure you watch those. Leave those comments, because remember, your comments get you into the Moon Pie Box giveaway every first Monday of each month. That's a chance for you to win. Make sure when you do leave those comments to be put into the Moon Pie comment giveaway, you do need to make sure you tell me and make a comment about something we discussed or talked about in the live or in any video that I put up on this channel. That's how you get into the Moon Pie comment giveaway. Let's see, but when I get to the link then for my shop, but when I get the link I gave, it's signed. And yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. I just wanted to cover this for everybody, because I did have a couple of them that, even I think at Whatnot, you can do that as well. And any platform. If you go into what's sold, you should be able to click it, open it, and then, because you should have a record of all your sales through your orders. Orders completed. And it should open like that for you. Let me close some of these tabs, because I do have all these open from the show this morning, so I can close those. And next week, I will have a first time sold quilt. They just sold this morning. And it's going out the door. So it's not going to be shown today. It's going to be next week. All right. So at that time, I see my numbers are going down. So we're going to go ahead and get in the show. Remember, if you want to come on after the show is over, you're more than welcome to. That link is at the top of the chat. It is pinned. Just come on in after the show is over if that's what you would choose to do. I do stay in about 5 minutes is the longest I stay. And if nobody comes in, I'm out of here. I don't wait longer than 5 minutes. So as I say before I end each and every show, love always. Love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day until we meet again. Later. Peace out. And y'all come back now. You hear?
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man.